The 17th day of the fifth regular session of the 21st Congress will now come to order. May we all bow our heads for a moment of silent prayer. Our heads for a moment of silent prayer. Okay, roll call. Chipper?
Senator Aritas,
Yes.
Senator Christian, Senator Figuer,
Yes.
Senator Poland,
Yes.
Floor Leader Harper,
Second.
Hello. Yes.
Floor Leader, thank you. Senator Conman,
Yes.
Vice Speaker Moses, Senator Nath, Senator Pollack,
Yes.
Senator Perman, Senator Romulo,
Bye-bye.
Senator Usmal,
I'm here.
Senator Woolley,
Yes.
Speaker Simina.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, all the 14 members are present.
Yeah, full house, and we do have formed business today. Reading of the journal, for Leader Harbert.
Thank you, Speaker. Good morning to you. Again, I move to dispense with the reading of the journal.
Second.
That's been moved and seconded that we dispense with
Thank to you. Again, I move to
Those in
dispense
favor say aye.
with the reading of the
Those
journal.
nay. Motion carried. The reading of the journal is dispensed with at this point. Okay, next item, Chief Clerk.
Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Item, Chief Clerk. Oh, who's that?
Speaker.
Vice Speaker, sorry, I didn't see.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that we go down to item number 19, resolution calendar.
Second. Second.
Any objection? It's been seconded. So if there is no objection, we now go down to resolution calendar. That's item 19. So first resolution.
Mr. Speaker, we have one resolution on the calendar, and it's Congressional Resolution Number 21-185, CD1, for adoption.
Chairman Berman.
I so
CR
move for its adoption.
Quiet, the wicked title, Chief Clerk. Sorry
CR
about that.
number 21-185, CD1. It's a resolution to further amend the President's Public Health Emergency Declaration dated January 31st, 2020, as amended on February 7, 2020, and further amended on March 11, 2020, April 17, 2020, May 30, 2020, and July 10, 2020.
Okay, Chairman Berman.
Thank you very much. Good morning to you, Speaker, members, and all of those that are observing our session this morning. Mr. Speaker, I so move for its adoption, 21-185 CD1.
It has been moved and seconded that the Congress adopt Congressional Resolution number 21-185 CD1. Discussion. Vice Speaker Moses. Over to you. Vice Speaker Moses. You want to say something? Sure, just subject to the call of the chair. amendment by Chairman Perman. Okay? So let's go back. Put this back in session. We're still discussing the Resolution 21-185 CD1. Any further discussion?
Yes,
Discussion?
Mr. Speaker.
Yes,
Mr.
Senator
Speaker.
Christian. Senator Christian, you have the
I would
floor.
like to belabor the issue.
Right?
I have some oral amendments that I'd like to offer to the resolution.
Sure is this?
Shortly is subject to call of the chair. Can but I guess that's the Congress is back in session. We're still discussing resolution number
Question.
185 CT1. Any other discussion? If none, there's no objection. Discussion is closed. So let's vote. Those in favor of adoption of resolution number 21-185 CT1, say yes.
Oh,
Yes.
No. Motion carried. Resolution number 21-185 CT1 is adopted by Congress. Next resolution, Chief Clerk.
Speaker,
Yes, Chairman Rene.
thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have a resolution. I move to withdraw and place resolution number 21-206
second.
on today's calendar for action.
Short recess, subject to call of the chair. Go back. Congress is back in session. There is that motion to withdraw and place resolution number 21-206. Those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Resolution number 21-206 is withdrawn from committee and placed on the resolution calendar for action. Chief Clerk. Short recess, subject to call of the chair. go back. Congress is back in session. Deferred. Read the title of the resolution, 206.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is a functional resolution number 21-206 for adoption. This is a resolution to confirm the nomination of Mrs. Shanti Sikra Asher to serve as the FSM Consul General in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Okay, Chairman Willie.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move for the adoption of the said resolution.
Any second? Any second?
Second.
That's been moved and seconded that resolution number 21-206 be adopted by Congress. Discussion. Any
Speaker.
discussion?
Mr.
Yes,
Speaker,
Florida Harbor first and Senator Christian next.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I don't think I have that much to say about the nomination. I simply want to take this time to beseech members, honorable members, on behalf of the nominee, if we could be sympathetic and merciful enough to confirm this nomination. You know, the way I look at things, this nominee doesn't really need this position. She can find other good salary positions in Honolulu, but I believe our government does really need her very badly. So that's why I would like to ask if we can be kind and man enough to, you know, give her a helping hand to confirm her. We don't want to, you know, reject her anymore because, you know, if we do so, it's like putting her back in, you know, another embarrassment. And this embarrassment will one day fire back on us. Public will say, we're not that kind enough, merciful enough to, you know, have this nominee confirmed. So please, let's all get our heart together and vote for this nominee. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Floor Leader, for your statement of support. Senator Christian, you have the floor.
I guess part of my question was raised by Senator Floor Leader, is whether or not the nominee wants to be put through a vote again. Do we know?
Yes.
Did she say if the president asks for resubmission, I will stand for it? I mean, after all that we've done.
Mr. Speaker.
Okay, Chairman Wale, would you care to respond to Senator Christian's concern?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. A week ago, this body, Congress, adopted a resolution requesting the president to resubmit the nominee for the seat position in Hawaii. And the president responded with this resolution 21-206. And it would be silly, embarrassing, and insult to the president if we ask for him to do something and then we turn around and not confirm the nominee as we requested here. So please, I need everybody to please support the nominee. Give her the opportunity to prove herself that she can work in the capacity that we're trying to get her here. The office has been without a consul general for almost 2 years now. The president needs someone to help him run that office for this nation. The nominee is a member of the Board of Education in Hawaii. That speaks volume for a Micronesian to be on that board. So please, let's confirm the nominee. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Chairman Welle. And this time during this pandemic, of course, our Consul General in Guam is doing a lot of effective things for our citizens there who are stranded. And hopefully, if we can approve this nominee, I hope she will start also doing some effective things for our citizens in Honolulu with respect to this pandemic. Okay, Senator Christian, you want to continue? Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, Senator Welly. That was a great answer to, I don't know whose question, but it never answered my question. My question was, this young lady, was she okay with Congress asking the president to resubmit her name? That was the question.
Mr. Speaker,
Yes, Senator Vice Speaker Moses.
She's still
I think just to answer briefly what Senator
She's,
Christian is asking,
she's
there's
very
nothing,
much interested in the position. She still is.
so there is nothing in writing to indicate otherwise. So I guess she's, like Chairman Willis said, she's agreeable to be renominated. Okay, Vice Speaker Moses, you have the floor.
thank you, Mr. Speaker. I met with the Chief of Staff several weeks ago, and he mentioned that the nominee accepted a position, I believe, with the Honolulu Mayor's office. They hired her to coordinate many things with the Pacific Island communities in Honolulu. However, she committed only to December because I believe there was an understanding that the president was expecting a resolution for resubmission of her nominee to the position. So, in other words, she's already doing similar work to what the CG will be doing, except she wants to do it for the FSM and not the entire Pacific Island community in Honolulu.
And of course, thank you. And of course, under the cloud of authority, official authority from the FSM. So I guess that's one way of looking at it. Okay, any further discussion? If none, there's no objection. Debate is closed. So we will vote by secret ballot. This is a nomination. It requires at least 10 affirmative votes. Short recess, subject to call of the chair. Chief Clerk,
I will press
walk us through the, I forgot, we haven't voted for a long time. How do we do the,
Listen.
we go to what? Polls. Polls or?
It says here, no polls right now.
But Bibiana will put it on.
They will put that on there.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure I don't lose my vote.
I just whispered, Chief Clerk.
Speaker, I have it here. It says, no polls right now. Go enjoy the rest of your day. So should I go now? So we have the same thing.
Yeah. We're waiting for her to do something.
Sir, we know 6 kilometers and Hey.
none. Voting.
Congress is back in session. Chief Clerk, announce the results.
Mr. Speaker, 9 members voted in affirmative, 5 against.
For that reason, resolution number 21-206 is not adopted by Congress. The nominee is not confirmed. Short recess subject to call of the chair. Congress is in session. Next resolution, Chief Clerk.
There are none, Mr. Speaker.
Speaker,
Short recess.
Short recess subject to call of the chair. Congress is back in session. We're still on the resolution calendar. Any other resolution, Chief Clerk?
There are none, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, there's no objection. We will go back to our order. Okay, Chief Clerk, item 6. Or is it item 5?
Item 5, Mr. Speaker.
Item 5, yes.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, for item 5, presidential communications, when receipt of number 21-419.
Okay, well, what do you know? That's our budget. It came just in time. Okay, this assign that Chief Clerk. Next item.
Item 6, FSM Supreme Court communications, none. Item 7, member communications, none. Item 8, departmental communications, also none. Item 9, agency or governmental authority communications, none. Item 10, state communications, none. Item 11, state Supreme Court communications, none. Item 12, municipal or town communications, none. And item 13, foreign government communications, none also, Mrs. Speaker.
Okay, we're on our order of the day. Item 14, standing committee reports. Chief Clerk.
For item 14, Mrs. Speaker, we have an awaiting list number 21-40.
Okay, short recess to call the chair. Congress is back in session. There is an awaiting list 21-40. Please take a look at the report, members. Okay. Any special committee reports, Chief Clerk? Item 15.
There are none, Mr. Speaker, none.
And next item.
Item 16, assignment of measures and communications. We have a referral sheet number 21-107.
Okay, Chairman and members, review that for your planning purposes. Next item.
Item 17, unfinished business. None, Mr. Speaker.
Okay. Item 18, bill calendar. First bill, Chief Clerk.
Mr. Speaker, the only bill or the bill on the bill calendar is CP number 21-306, City 1 for second reading. CP number 21-306, City 1 is a bill or an act to appropriate this to appropriate the sum of $14 million from the general fund of the Federated States of Micronesia for the fiscal year ending September 30, 2021, for the purpose of funding priority infrastructure projects and other projects and social programs, in the states of Yap, Koshai, Pohnpei, and Chuuk, and for other purposes.
Okay, Chairman Figueroa.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I painfully move for the passage of the bill on second and final reading.
Any second?
Second.
It's been painfully moved. Congress pass on second and final reading, CP number 21-306, CD1. Discussion? Any discussion?
Mr. Speaker, Speaker,
Short recess of
I move that we defer
Okay, so let's go back.
Further tomorrow.
Okay. Number second session, we're still on CP number 21-306 CD1. Any discussion? I mean,
Motion, Speaker, motion to
Chairman,
defer action on the same bill to tomorrow's session.
Second.
Second.
it has been moved and seconded that CP number 21-306 CD1 be deferred to tomorrow's calendar. In favor of that motion, say aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carried.
Mr. Speaker,
Bill is deferred to tomorrow's session. Senator Christian,
yes, I move that we stand in recess until tomorrow at 10 Chuk time.
Thank you.
Second.
Second.
it's been moved and seconded that Congress stand in recess until tomorrow at 10 in the morning, Chuk time. Those in favor of the motion, say aye. Opposed, nay.
Aye.
Motion carried. Congress now stands in recess until tomorrow at 10 in the morning, Chuk time.